Hello, YouTube viewer. Welcome back to the Fridge Reviews channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'll just be going over how to build a very simple starter sugarcane farm. Now, this build is not the most efficient design, but the upside is it's relatively cheap, and if you're bad with redstone, then that's no problem because there's no zero tick nonsense, no flying machines that don't work or stop halfway through their flight. It's just simple pistons and observers just working their magic. So this is everything you'll need. So you'll need sugarcane, obviously, and then observers, pistons, the same amount of each, some building blocks, dirt, stone, whatever, and then redstone dust and torches, redstone torches, and then rails and powered rails, water to fill up a trench, and then chests, mica hoppers for collection. So without further ado, let's begin the construction. So I've already done the most simple part of the build, which is to dig just a long trench here and just fill it with water, and then place dirt along the trench here, like so. If there isn't already dirt there, like with where I'm building it. So then what you want to do after that is just build dirt along the water, just too high, like so. Very, very simple, okay? And then what we're going to want to do is place pistons facing towards where the sugarcane will grow, just on top of the dirt, like that. And then you'll want to take your observers and place them on top of the pistons facing towards the sugarcane, like that. Alright? It's very, very simple. Let's take a look. So you just got a block of dirt, and then a piston sticking out, and an observer on top of that. Very, very simple. Now what we'll want to do is take our redstone dust and redstone torches, and very simple now. What you'll want to do is get on top of here and just place redstone dust behind the observers, just like that. And then place a redstone torch on every block that has redstone dust on it, like this. Just along there. Very, very simple. So that means that when a sugarcane grows in front of the observer, it will then power the piston and will push the sugarcane out. Get rid of the skeleton shooting me. There we go. Our next job, so this is the harvesting system. Now we have to build the collection system. So what you'll need is your hopper mine cart, and your chests, and your rails and powered rails. Yep. Okay. So what we're going to do is build in front of the sugarcane, like so. And then just take that out, and just place a block there, just any block, it doesn't matter. Just like that. The same on the other side, symmetrical. Cool. So now we can put our rails down, our powered rails. So you put a powered rail at each end, and then just rails along the dirt, like that. Very simple. And then you put a redstone torch at each end, so the powered rail is then powered. Very, very basic redstone. So if I sleep to go through the night, and then we will continue construction. So at any point between the underneath the rails, just anywhere you want to take hoppers, which I don't actually have, so I'm going to need to go and collect some of those. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so now that we're back with hoppers this time, we're ready to place said hoppers right down here and here. Now, it doesn't have to be there. It can be anywhere along the line. It doesn't really matter. So once we put our rails back on top of the hoppers there, now what we're going to want to do is dig under the hoppers and place some chests, obviously, to collect our sugarcane. So we just go like that. I'll make a double chest because that looks nice. And I don't have an axe, so it takes a wee while. There we go. There, double chest. So now, if an object, block, or anything goes over that hopper, we'll then go into the chest, like that. So now, what we want to do is place a minecart hopper on the rail, get it going, just push it, and then that's pretty much it. So what happens is when the sugarcane is harvested, the piston pushes it onto the rails here. The minecart hopper picks it up, which runs it into these hoppers and into the chest. So I'll give you a quick demonstration. So let's say we just have some sugarcane here and here. Oops. Like so. And when it grows up to the max height in front of the observer, then it's harvested. And the minecart hopper picks it up, goes into the chest, and there. It's the sugarcane. So, like I said before, this build is incredibly expandable. It can extend 100 blocks out, or it can just be maybe 3 modules or so. It really doesn't matter. It'll work exactly the same either way, obviously, just slower or a lot faster. But this build is not incredibly efficient. I'm not promising stacks and stacks of sugarcane after like an hour of AFKing. This will just run in the background. It'll passively collect sugarcane. You won't have to AFK as long as you're relatively close to it. So I would advise building it relatively close to your base. And yeah, that's about it. It's a free, good little sugarcane farm for your starter world. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, if this helps you, then I would definitely consider that you give this video a like if you do like what you see, and if you want to, you can be a part of the start of this channel, the Fridge Reviews channel, by subscribing to this channel. So if you want to see more of this, maybe check out some of my other videos, and if you like it, definitely consider subscribing. So I thank you for watching, and have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.